It should be there, but so
Why it's not coming?
no luck yet.
Yeah, I still not coming yet.
Um, all right. Well, I mean, I'll show it to you, and then we can check on it later. I guess like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, sure, sure.
it
Thank
just
you.
makes more. Yeah, it just makes more sense.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I just right now I just got it.
okay. Yeah. Well, go ahead. Take a second with that. So, um, all right. I don't need to look at this. I don't want to get it confused. All right, let's go to the booklet. Okay, so right here, so this is the booklet, brand new. The purpose of it was, the story behind it was, I was in, heavy into real estate wholesaling, and I was asked to present something of value to real estate investors, and because everybody and their mom's a wholesaler and everybody does fix and flips, and I mean, I don't think there's any really new information in the space. It's everybody has a level of expertise and talk about the same thing. I kind of wanted to do something different. So I always thought that personal branding was untouched because to me, it's literally the difference between a person reading your email or commenting or liking on your social media post versus ignoring you because you have nothing of value to say. And what I mean by that is this: if you are always selling, selling, selling something. Well, what if that person is not looking for what you're selling? They have no reason to pay attention to you. Not at that time, right? So somebody selling a bicycle, hey, I'm selling a bike, I'm selling a bike. Okay, great. I don't need a bike. What else
Yeah,
you know? So either they're gonna ask you what else you got or they're just gonna ignore you. And nobody likes being ignored. We all put in a lot of work and we want to make sure that our message gets shown as many places as it possibly can, and even better that people care a little bit about us. I mean, I don't know anybody who doesn't want to be regarded well in some form or fashion, whether it be, for their reputation, for their looks, for whatever. I mean, that's the whole thing about social media today. So this was kind of like my sort of journey into branding for real estate, but it can be applied to anything, which I've been able to do in the housing and app creation and other entrepreneurial things. I kind of laid out a lot of the things I do. It's not perfect. It's just my journey, and a lot of people have paid me to consult them on it and have had success depending on if they did what I said or not. But it was something that if you came in through the meetup, the Alchemist Nation meetup, they thought it was valuable to add because and I'm gonna ask you, like, what made you decide to sign up for this presentation? Like, what did you when you saw it? What made you say I need that? Like, what came to your mind? Still with me? Uh, Jen, I can't hear you. You got to turn your microphone on. There you go.
hello, what did you say?
I said, for you, what made you decide to like take advantage of this training? What made you say, "Hey, I
Yeah,
need
because
that"?
actually, I do the network marketing, and then in the actually I also do the real estate.
Okay,
Yeah, in the Houston, in the Taiwan, in the anywhere. So yeah, because actually, I actually my location is in the Taiwan, and because right now it's COVID, and when I just come back to Taiwan to visit my family, and have no reason when I want to come back to U.S. American government they got a lockdown, but right now anything, any business, we got for the networking in the future. So right now is why I want to jump on this training to let me improving about my network marketing skill. And yeah,
so you are you in Taiwan now? You're saying like you're stuck, not stuck there, but you decided to stay because it's a little bit difficult to get back to the U.S. Did I hear that
yeah,
right?
because the American government they locked down for the country, so I cannot get back.
Got it. The products you were marketing, network marketing, well, real estate, both. primarily in the United States or both countries?
Yeah, both country, Taiwan and the United States.
Okay. What's the name of the network marketing company? I'm curious.
What's the name? I do the quick funnel.
ClickFunnels? Okay.
Yep.
Got it. So that's not, I don't know, that's affiliate marketing more than anything. I don't think I wouldn't call that network marketing because you're not, I mean, I guess you do have to consume it, meaning use it, but I don't know. To me, that's more of an affiliate marketing, a little bit different, but still useful. And then in real estate, are you doing, let me think. So inside of affiliate marketing, it is good to create a brand because
Yeah,
people have
brand.
yeah, they have to know you for something. In fact, what you use to download that ebook was Lead Pages, which is before ClickFunnels, but I just like it. It's a little easier to use. And then I also use Groove Pages, Groove Funnels, but they all have affiliate offers where so you can refer people to, which is to me, I think that's the best model out there. If you like something and getting paid to share, but not necessarily having to build a team around it, which that's the part where it gets tricky for MLM, for multi-level marketing, because leading a bunch of people down a place where they might not all have the same goals or training or anything along that nature. It takes a special kind of person. So,
You say in quick funnel.
but yeah, I mean, in ClickFunnels, you can definitely create a brand. I will say that.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Uh-huh.
but you are you deep in the marketing space because that your customers, right, for ClickFunnels are not going to be just any old person. They're going to have to be people who have something to market. So like, are you marketing to small businesses? Like, who are you marketing to get people um, to recognize that ClickFunnels is a valuable service for them?
Yeah, actually, I targeting my target is like a small business owner and a
Okay.
multi-level marketing agent and a real estate insurance agent. And yeah, and also because ClickFunnels actually they are focusing is about a B2C, right? B2C customer, B2C business. So for the B2C business, actually I doing to focusing about real estate agent, financial agent, and insurance agent, and also I do the multi-level marketing agent.
Okay. So that's a lot. So what do you want people, so insurance, another, I have some experience with that. It's not the easiest thing to tackle, right? Because of having to do illustration. I don't know what kind of insurance. I mean, you could be health and auto, or you could be life and whole life and indexed life and all that good stuff. There, which business do you really want to market that you need help marketing the most, and then in which language? That's going to be a hurdle
English,
too. I'm sorry.
English, and the Chinese.
Okay. Do you find that more people gravitate towards you that are Chinese, or like who are your customer base? Who's it made
Uh,
up of?
Canada and the Taiwan.
Okay. So
United Canada and Taiwan.
do you want to position yourself as sort of like a bridge, because people that you have a command of the English language, but when it comes to copy and when it comes to communications, you might have some difficulty. I don't know how good your writing skills are in English. That could be a whole thing too, your copy skills. But you
Copyright. Uh-huh.
yeah, you could be valuable as because a lot of Chinese want to do business in America and vice versa. So being a bridge between the two, there's something there. I just don't know how you want to tie that together. So let me go through this chapter and then we can kind of dig into that, right? Because right now we're dealing with a lot of abstract. So the first chapter was, coming up with a name for yourself, right? And the reason for that is you kind of want to be something that somebody remembers. I mean, for me, okay, so I kind of go through this list. this is how who I developed into. With me, Daddy's Fast Cash, I wanted my business to be about family and fun, right? So, dad, I was a dad, so dad is family, right? And then Fast Cash was the solution to a problem for people that are wanting to sell their house fast. So the superhero name I gave myself, or the nickname I gave myself, was Daddy's Fast Cash, and it's a made up name. And the reason for that also was I wanted to be something. If somebody wanted to Google me, they would never get caught up Googling the wrong person. Like, you could not make that mistake. So between making this cartoon character, and as you can see here, this was the original one, but this is for the branding right here. I just made up a version of him like a college student. And this was for Thanksgiving, and this one's the Latino version of me, and this is the Irish, like for St. Patty's Day. I would do like holiday ones and Santa Claus, and I was a firefighter too. So I'm all these things, and like just like you're probably a lot more things. Like you could be a father, you could be in your spare time, you could like be a farmer, you could you do insurance, and you do multi-level marketing, and you do affiliate marketing. So each of those things are a character, right? But like, you're one person, you're Yu Yen Chang, right? So coming up with like some kind of a name for yourself that encapsulates who you are is kind of the first part of this, right? So I don't know what is a term of endearment in Chinese for people that's kind of like a cool nickname, or like uncle. I know uncle is like a respected one, right? So
Yeah,
if you
uncle, your parents, and more older than you people will be
so
more like that.
right, so like I'm just thinking, like, you could become Uncle Chang, right? You could be the guy that's everybody's uncle, his buddy, the respected guy. Whenever they have anything to ask about, like, it could be cultural, it could be insurance, it could be affiliate marketing, but that uncle sort of vibe, that could be something that you could be as a nickname, uncle, right? And then, people, like I said, it's a term of endearment and respect, but you can, for Americans, uncle, and for Spanish, tío, that's still a cool thing. It's still a good thing, right? So you could start with that, right? Because it crosses cultures. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then and
exactly.
then and then from that you can build some of your brand. Like, so what do you do for fun? What's like a hobby that you do? Like
I
that
do the wrestling and judo and mixed martial art.
judo. There you go, right? So that's cool because I always tell people to take two things: take what you love to do and what you do, and try to combine them together, right? So, man, it's a shame. Oh, SEO Cho. Man, I wish I could pull up his character. I had a friend, a Korean friend, and he was branding himself as an SEO expert, right? So, you know, because he was Asian, I gave him the Bruce Lee yellow jumpsuit, and he was like this. But it
Okay.
came out, it came out so cool, and then he became SEO Cho, and that was his nickname, right? So like he rocked that for like 2 years strong, and it got a lot of play, made a character like mine and everything. In fact, he hired the same guy. What I'm saying is Uncle Chang, because Uncle Chang's into martial arts, you could conceivably take pieces of your martial art discipline and apply them to business practices, and in a way communicate how both relate to each other. And that could be an interesting way to present what you have to offer to people, because you're taking it from not just you need insurance for your family or you need this for your business. It's like, no, in martial arts we learn how to, there's certain ways to take down an opponent efficiently, a big opponent, small opponent. So how can you use click funnels to make a smaller opponent look like a bigger opponent and take down a bigger opponent? Well, number one is branding, which we're talking about here, because you could, to a person looking at a screen, you could look in your ad as big as Coca-Cola, right? Well, not even not Coca-Cola, but like some other competitor, right? It could be AIG Insurance and Uncle Chang. I mean, I don't know if you ever watched the like insurance commercials, like Geico Lizard or Caveman or whatever, whatever they're on now, or the General Insurance, but you have human beings, which are like the progressive lady, but they're still characters. And then you have these cartoon characters. But here's the thing: behind them are these big agencies. So you think of insurance, you're not thinking you're usually thinking, okay, the progressive is the lady and Geico's the lizard and the general's the general. And it's like you think of those guys before you start thinking, like as a consumer. Remember, this is the customer thinking. Um, Before you
Uh-huh.
start thinking about, well, um, other kinds of insurance. Of course, when you go price shopping, you are going to check them all out. But who comes to mind first usually is those people. So you want to be first in people's mind. If Uncle Chang took one of his products, his insurance or his affiliate marketing, and honestly, Uncle Chang is a good name for an affiliate marketer. Like I would listen to that. I would be like, this guy's kind of interesting. But what I was saying was if you take your passion, the judo, the martial arts, and mix it with one of those, so it could be both of those, and try to find a way to combine them both together in your marketing, you would have something there because even if people are not in the market for that insurance or that particular product at that time, that they are going to remember Uncle Chan. And when they are ready for that, the first person they're probably going to think of is Uncle Chang because they have a question. So the whole point of your personal branding is making yourself accessible to people. When they have a question about what you have to offer, you're one of the first people that pops into their head. And that's what this whole thing's about. So the nickname, and I like Uncle Chang, and I could probably talk to all my Chinese friends, and they would probably dig it too. But that probably nobody has it. You probably could be Uncle Chang on YouTube and on Google and all that, and you can open up this world of this bridge between the East and the West, the family, the martial arts and the business discipline. Like there's all this, for one of a better word, there's all this yin yang you got going on with those two things that you could kind of put into a nice ball with just going with like Uncle Chang is your brand. And I don't know if you're gonna do it or not, but I would pay attention to that. I would be like, this guy gets it because anybody who knows anybody that's Chinese knows that uncle's a good, like that's like a term of endearment. So if you're that guy, then people, Americans or people that are even have the remotest, the most remote exposure to Chinese culture are going to be like, what's that about? And then you just keep going, we keep rolling with it. I mean, you're a bridge between cultures, so embrace that and use that to your advantage to get you know to become that expert in both fields. Where maybe right
So we hope you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sorry.
that's fine. Let me get this chapter and then we could talk some more because I want to hear your account. So like this gotta catch them all. This has to do with once you figure out your nickname, and I kind of just refer to it. Like if you were like Uncle Chang at gmail.com, you would get the YouTube version of that too. So I would say, look it up. If once you decide whatever you want your nickname to be, your brand, your personal brand name to be, you can and remember your personal brand goes with you. So no matter what business you go to, let's say you go to do something else eventually, you're still Uncle Chang, you're just doing a different business. That's the difference between building up a business brand like Century 21 as a real estate agent or AIG or whatever. You're on someone's team and you're under their brokerage or you're under their license, right? But your Uncle Chang, Uncle Chang can go to wherever the hell he wants, like any business, right? You could sell cars, you could whatever. The point is, it goes with you. So the faster you build that up and the stronger you make that, no matter what, you'll never lose that. That's yours forever. So, once you get that, you figure out, okay, you get your Gmail, your YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everything that you can get to so that it's yours. And then you can, like you can own that. That's your assets. Like I said, Gmail is probably one of the more important ones. And then, Facebook and some of the other ones as you go, and then like your own name, like your .com, your name, and like UncleChang.com if you can get it, right? Get that too, right? So the point of this is gotta catch them all is basically trying to get all the names that you can on every kind of account with that same Uncle Chang on this, Uncle Chang that, all of them Uncle Chang, and make them all one. So that no matter where they go to find you, LinkedIn or LinkedIn or YouTube or all the 20 or so, you have that so they can find you, right? So I would say Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, those are like probably the most important ones. And if you want to start messing around with TikTok and some of the other ones, they're probably not taken, so you can go there too. But um, the idea is like you want them to always be able to find you if they're Googling, right? Because there could probably be a lot of Eugen Changs out there in the world, but there's probably not a lot of Uncle Changs in the world. Same with Jason. If they're looking for Jason, like Jason the wholesaler, I know 12 of those guys. Well, Daddy's Fast Cash. Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. So you want to be the guy who they know exactly who they're talking about, even though you might have a similar name as somebody else. Okay. So this just goes into where to find people, designers. I talk about Fiverr, and if you have this, you could just click on it, and it'll take you to where it got to go, where you can find it, and what it can cost you, and then what, like this guy cost me after I decided on what I wanted, cost me like $225. But then I stayed with that designer throughout the years, and each one of these would cost me between 25 and $35, right, to get a new one, because he already had the original art. He just had to go, put some sunglasses or put a different background, a couple different colors, and he was done. So once you establish the look you want, then you can kind of do stuff like that. And you don't have to be me. I like doing this. This was my fun. I made one for holidays, and anytime a holiday came up, I would just change out the picture. Um, you could do it or you could not do it. But if you did do something like that, you know, you you would stand out more in social media if you changed your picture like once a month, depending on the holiday. So that's something you could look into too. I mean, I did it. It caught people's attention. I'm sure I wasn't the only person in the world that did it, but I just thought it was cool. And you could do it too. It's not like I have a what do you call it? I don't have a trademark on doing cool stuff, although I wish I could. And that's chapter 2. Now, after that, we go into other stuff, but long as I covered that, I feel good. If you have any questions, we can go into like your specific stuff. But chapter 2 is just about once you get your nickname or your branding name, your personal brand name, go out there and grab all the .coms and Gmails and Facebook. Change your Facebook to that. Like you can change the last part so they can find you easier. Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. That way you have it, because you're going to probably use all those, at least 3 of those in your marketing efforts. So that was it for me. So do you have some questions or something you might want to ask about while we have the rest of this time?
No, no, right now, no question.
Okay. Um, how are you? I mean, how are you marketing right now? Is it strictly through computer? Like you're not going to meetings or anything like that, right?
Straight for the computer and using Facebook ads, business manager to target audience about my customer.
And how's that working out?
It's not bad for every single day. I got a couple of cases, a couple of leads. They are from the United States. Yeah, I feel like the United States leads is more higher than the Taiwan. I don't know why. Yeah, because in Taiwan, our culture is like if you are copywriting and if you are everything is totally different. They will feel like it's a scam. It's not like America. So that's why I feel like right now, yeah, most of my customers they are from the United States.
So your cost per customer, do you know what that is yet?
Yeah, it's being leads, high leads.
No, okay, high lead. So what is each lead? Excuse me. What is each lead costing you right now? Do you know?
One day just charge me the 1.5 US dollar.
125 for how? So how many leads did that get?
1.5 US dollar. So how many leads I got every single day? I got over 1,000 leads.
1,000 leads for how much? 120,
1.5. Yeah, because
125.
Adrian, my foundation is online MLM. My foundation.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes when I sell the real estate houses and sell the anything, I have a MLM foundation to start doing that. So that's why every single day when I got a leads, it's more like high quality leads.
So they're filling out the full form. They're interested and they're in your funnel now. Like that's what you're telling me.
They are coming to talk to me, call me, and then talk to me. It's not like I coming to the talk to the someone else. It's like they are coming to the directly and talk to me.
Okay, so then now, so what's your conversion rate now on that? Like, say you get 1,000 leads. of those leads you're getting, how many are them converting to actually to customers, or is just like just the first part of your follow up, and then like how far along in that chain are you?
Pardon?
So let's say you got 1,000 leads, right?
Uh,
And you talk to 1,000 people. How many of those average do you close to become part of your business, whichever one you're
oh, my partner, how many parts? More like 25% to 55%.
that become a customer, that they actually enroll in whatever
Yeah,
you're.
they actually enroll and sign up.
Damn, that's good.
No, because I was doing the MLM, the multi-level marketing. The issue of the multi-level marketing, the important thing is like you need to have a people to join you and to buying your product. So this is why some of online MLM the people, when they start trying to doing that, and they are just need to the people to sign up and join their team. So this is why I using about a lot of foundation and to start selling anything.
From what you're telling me, um, I mean, for first of all, that you're having that much success on Facebook ads in America is eye opening, because this is like one of like uh, America is not big on MLM. I know other countries are, they because like their whole career is based off of it. So I'm aware of that. It just had it doesn't have the best taste here now. Um, if you're doing that kind of conversion, like taking it from Facebook and doing all that and getting it down, then probably you should probably create like some kind of a mini course to help people get results like what you're talking about. I think you would get a lot more. You probably get a lot more customers just from that, providing that, and then your team would also grow because they're replicating what's working for you. And I mean, like I said, maybe I'm not getting all the details here, but from the details I'm hearing from you, it sounds like you're running a pretty high efficiency operation from overseas, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would like to know how to do that, especially in the MLM world, especially from here. Now, you mentioned the US leads probably cost a lot more, but one thing I do know is that in other countries, those leads do cost a whole lot less, especially like Brazil and Mexico and Indonesia and India. If you have the right offer, your clicks and your the clicks on leads or for leads are way cheaper than they are in North America, because the dollars here, and obviously they think the dollar's more valuable, so there's that. But if you're able to get cheaper clicks and then the algorithm shows that you're valuable, you will by default eventually get cheaper Facebook clicks in America, because they already kind of tell that what you're offering is getting a lot of engagement and
Oh,
response.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
a lot. Yes.
yeah, so eventually your clicks will go down if you're using the same account here. And that's actually something people need to know and learn about as well. It's a lot for me. I mean, I'm aware of it. I'm not good at it, that at that part of things, but I do know it. And I do know the theory behind it, and the and all that. So yeah.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Yes, yes, you know a lot. Have you done the online MLM before?
Um, I am not good at it. I'll buy some of the stuff. Depends on what the product is. I have
Oh,
one.
but you did that before.
Yeah, yeah. I had one Solivay I did pretty good on. It was a cell phone one, but then they changed everything, and I was like, no, as they will do, because nothing stays good forever.
AT&T.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing stays good forever. I did decent in Solivay, and then which was like I said, cell phone kind of plan, and then what was the other one? Vernatas is kind of a version of that. It's a little bit different. It's
Oh,
more.
ACN company, ACN.
No, ACM. I had that too. I used it.
Really? You also ACN members?
Yeah, but it was just to use because I did a lot of Airbnbs, so it was just cheaper for me to have all the electric accounts and the utility
Uh,
accounts I had to pay for under my own number. But I didn't really push it that much. It was like it, like I said, I'm not the greatest team builder, which you have to be. So
Yeah, I am a greater team builder because I was a leadership major in the United States. So I was a leadership
well,
major in the leadership. Yeah, I was international student in Kentucky. So after that, I graduated from the school. I started work for the AT&T and the DirecTV to do the door-to-door sales. So this is why when I trying to build a team, to me, I feel like it's more like easier, because I did door-to-door before.
yeah, well, it's definitely a skill set not a lot of people have, and what ends up happening though is when you do it the wrong way, and I don't know that my way is the right way or the wrong way, but people see you successful at it and they think they can just leverage you. The
Yeah, and
problem
they're
is
just coming to jump on you. I know that's the hard word for the online MLM. We call that is attraction marketing for personal branding.
yeah. And since I have 6 kids and they're all small, I have no bandwidth for more kids. So I don't take on too many people like, hey, let's be on a phone call 3 times a day and this other stuff. Cause I'm in a crypto one too. And I don't really push it. I just have it for the products, right? Because I like it and because I got to the point where it's free for me now, so it's cool. But if they change anything, then I don't have any real. They serve their purposes, but I haven't seen one yet that doesn't eventually fail you. So yeah, there's that.
Hmm.
But whatever. It's definitely good for the right people. Just I've just never seen myself. I'm not the right person for that. I work better in small teams like me and 5 people, five, no more than 10. And that's it. I don't try to go outside that because I can't scale. I can't scale what I do. I can half the time I can't even tell what I do. I just do stuff and it works. So I'm like, okay. But anyway, well, look, if there's nothing else I can help you with as far as this stuff, I would say I would look it over. If you have questions about it, you can come on next week and we.
Yeah, and I can go into. I already download about your PDF.
Okay, cool. Yeah, read through it. It's like I made it kind of like a funny comic book kind of thing, but I did it because I want to edutain, and I find that if you read stuff and it's kind of like not broken up, it gets boring quick. So I do a lot of pictures, and as you can see, I'm surrounded by like cartoons and stuff. So that's the type of person I am, and if people don't like that, I don't really care because I do it to make. I have to be happy in what I'm doing, and I'm happy in that. So um
So where is your location in Miami?
Tampa,
Tampa. All right,
which
nice.
is 4 hours from Miami. Yeah.
I know Tampa, North Tampa, because I've been to John the one of the networking the group is a North Tampa networking group. Have a wonder North Tampa the real estate agent they John and they creating about this group.
So I don't know if you know about is this the first like the
I know
out
I know who is that. 51 millions in the Nashville, Tennessee.
okay, so what I was going to
Is
say
he
is
the Nashville?
we have I think Nashville is one of the meetups. We have like 50 of them.
But where is he a real location?
Oh, he lives in Tampa, right outside of Tampa now. Like literally
Oh,
like he's like 35 minutes from me or something like that.
but okay, see, he live in the Florida.
He lives in Florida now, but he just moved here. He was in outside of Boston. He was in Massachusetts or something before that, and I was in
Oh, okay,
I was
but
in
he just
Philadelphia before then.
creating about Nashville, Tennessee, the events.
Well, like I said, they have meetups there too. So it depends because of the mentors in this program. They're scattered in different places: North Carolina, here, Massachusetts. It just depends because people are moving around. Like you said, COVID changed a lot of people's lives, so people move, myself included. So he moved up here, and then I just wanted to invite you to this because this goes on every Saturday. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
every Saturday I join about this group every Saturday.
Cool. Well, I mean, there's that, and then for me, I mean, the stuff I got going on is having to do with apps and creating, helping people
Yeah, how
create.
about he just teaching a lot of real estate agent about sales, right?
he doesn't he doesn't handle a lot of the other stuff. He deals a lot with the mindset, sales, and like wealth principles, and then somebody else does the wholesaling stuff. And there's different classes, different days.
But AJ is a big one. Is a real estate.
Yeah, I mean, there's good people in there. I mean, I'm invested with some of his stuff too. So, and like I said, I'm doing this in association with them because this is real estate related, but it's like not so on the nose. And I don't know, like I told you, everybody has different skill sets and different ideas on how to present themselves. And I'm just here to help people figure out how to present themselves in a way that they become memorable instead of forgettable. I guess that's my passion to help people become a little bit more memorable so that they can do better in business. Because you could be the best salesman in the world, but if you can't get
I wish I can
people,
be the best
yeah.
sales in the world. I wish I can.
I mean, you sound like you're doing all right considering the challenges you're facing. You're still managing to do it through Facebook. So I mean, that's
Yeah, AJ, because but when I trying to closing a sale, I have a pretty largest challenge. You know what? It's about my language barrier. Because English actually is not my first language. My first language is Chinese, Taiwanese.
I can
So I can speak English because I was educated in the United States. So this why I have a very large challenges about the language.
I I understand. I'm second generation, but my parents picked up English pretty well. But I understand, but also understand that um, while it is a challenge, it still makes you unique, right? So don't let that stop you. Embrace it. Um, you will be surprised at how many people will fill in the gaps that you think that you can't fill in. And so there's something that Puerto Rican specifically will do, and they talk Spanglish, which is they kind of mix English and Spanish together.
Uh-huh.
I know that they're not the only language that does that, but if you just keep doing what you're supposed to be doing and don't let that stop you, people will fill that in for you, and they'll actually try to go and understand you better and try to learn. Like somebody really likes you, they're gonna be like they're gonna go try to learn some Chinese, point blank. So don't feel bad. Just you can do everything you can and keep educating yourself. And if you feel like you got to improve that, then certainly do that. But don't let it stop you from continuing to try to reach out to people, because at the end of the day, you have advantages other people can't, because you can speak probably you can speak more than two languages. You probably got, what is it, both Mandarin, there's two Chineses, so there's like Mandarin, and what's the other one? I forget, but there's two main Chinese languages, and then there's English, and maybe some other languages. So you have a way of thinking about things that other people are not able to grasp, because it expressed different ways. So there's a power in that too. That's probably why you're good at sales. I mean, because you can express things in different languages in different ways that other people don't have that superpower, let's say. So I would say just keep rocking it out and be Uncle Chang.
Okay, sure.
All right. Well, it was good meeting you, and maybe I'll see you on the next one. But since you're the only guy here and we got not much, I don't want to go to doing any more chapters. I guess that'll be it for this week. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
sure. I will talk to you next week.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, feel free to Facebook me or anything like that, and you know, stay in touch. Let me know what you're up to, and if I can help you with anything else, I will. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.